Welcome. August 25th, Jeffrey B. Healing Shame. Just to quickly let you know, I will be doing Healing Shame. I'm not abandoning these series. So if you're a subscriber from the Healing Shame era, that is not going to be ending, just so you're aware. Thank you for your support, subscribers. Thank you so much for your love and your kindness and your support. I really appreciate your contributions and your um, support, basically patronage. Um, I will be, of course, continuing with the locks as well. If you're not so interested in the locks, I understand. But I will be keeping this healing shame going. So don't worry, I'll be having videos posted regularly. I don't know my exact schedule yet, how I'm going to, divide my time between the two series on this one channel, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Anyway, just let you know that at the outset here, the beginning. Today, I want to talk about my Invisalign journey. So, I officially started tray 5 this morning, and I'll show you the first thing you want to look at is this. Right here. You see? Right there. And a little bit on this incisor. But there's a little gap right there. Right? You see it? A little gap where you can see the aligner and the tooth doesn't come all the way down to the edge. It's called a halo. It's a gap between the incisal edge of the tooth and the aligner. Now, if you have these, you definitely want to take pictures, snap a photo, go into your provider and show them and ask them what to do next. Do we need to move forward? Are we pressing on? Is this a big enough halo or gap to cause any problem, or are we disregarding it? Because some people who've got big enough gap there, they've got to get rescanned, wait for new trays to arrive, and you've lost a bunch of time. So you want to keep your provider abreast of halos that are occurring without freaking out. Don't panic. That's not going to help a damn thing. I see a lot of people in the Invisalign Facebook support group that freak out about everything. And I know I was like that at the beginning. It's just, wow, there's a lot of panic, a lot of fear laced transactions going on in those posts, man. Um, but I'll let you know. I changed into tray 5. Notice that we still got that halo there. Is it going to get compounded? Because I also had that in tray 4, which, by the way, kaboom, conquered. Dropping it. Tray 4 is conquered. Boom, this bitch is done. That's tray 4. Okay. And there was also a little, here at the incisal edge right there, the tooth wasn't snug up with the aligner, and I've got that same little thing going on here on tray 5. Okay. And that's just how it is. But what have I learned? Well, there's a couple things about dealing with these trays. These guys, and we'll get back to the whole Halo thing maybe later. I got some other things to talk about with Tray 5, some new things that have come to my awareness on Tray 5. So with these trays, okay, look, the best thing to do is the pull tool, the ortho key. Those really don't work, that especially with the lower tray. This is a lower tray right here of tray 4. When these bad boys are in and they've really adhered to your teeth, you try to get them out with an ortho key or with your fingertip. Some say use the fingertip and pull up. Man, you're going to need to use a napkin or paper towel. You get a grip on it in the back, and then you can start to pull one side, pull the other, and then you can work them off. The way I do, if you have a loose tooth and an extraction site, one that hurts, the way I found my loose tooth right there, my hole, my extraction site is right there. It was the left lateral incisor pulled. This medial incisor is still loose. got some gum recession going on, but it's hanging in. Thank God it's hanging in there. When I pull these off, what I do, if you've got a similar situation as me, you want to pull up on this side on the left with the paper towel, pull it up, get it started just a little in the back and molars, pull up on the right side, get it started. Then for me, the best thing to avoid any kind of pulling or tugging or pain to that loose tooth there is I pull this side and then I pull this side and it comes all the way off. So I start left, then right, then left. And the tray comes right out without putting any undue strain, unnecessary pressure or strain on that loose medial incisor. Great strategies. We've been working. The upper one, now, also want to mention these things, if you don't clean them well, they smell. They're going to smell anyway. Look, some of you guys ultrasonic sonicators and you're cleaning them with some high-tech gadgets and stuff. I don't do any of that. I take a toothbrush and some soap that doesn't stain them. See, mine never get stained, perfectly clear as they were the day I put them in, is because I use some non-staining soap, hand soap. I put it in there and I brush them out. I brush the best I can, and they're still going to smell a little, but not as bad as they would if I wasn't brushing them with soap. Okay. So expect them to smell a little bit like a petri dish unless you got your high-tech gadgets like some of you do. I know. Yeah, what else can I say? Um, new trays like tray 5 here, when I pull these off for the first time today, it's going to hurt. There's going to be some pain. They're going to be hard to get off because that's what happens when you pull new trays off. If they're fitting snug, it might be a little challenge getting them off. That's normal. So I wanted to show you that. Tray 4's conquered, over, will be smelly. Learn how to clean them. Do what you can. I soak them in soap if I got a little tray. Otherwise, I put a little soap in there, let them soak in a little water. Brush them off, get them brushed the best I can. They are slippery, by the way. Be prepared. If you got soap on them, they're going to be spinning and falling out of your hands. Look, they're already slippery, and I don't have anything on them. What do you do with them? You keep them. You keep them all, and you put them right back in your bag. Look, there's 4 right there. So tray 4s are going to go, my tray 4's going right back in the bag where it will stay as a keepsake or whatever is needed. You paid enough for them, might as well keep the sons of bitches as mementos. Boom, that's that. Done. Some developments in tray 5. When you put your new trays in, you want to use your chewies like crazy. You can do like this. Both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then chew. Yeah. These, you're going to get all messy. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then chew. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then chew. And work your way all the way to the middle. Now I got a really sensitive tooth, that loose one right there. You want to be careful about putting too much pressure on that. You want to stay off it if you can. You'll bruise that ligament in there. I've already bruised it enough. It's pretty bruised, but it's hanging in there. We do what we can. I've been bruising it a lot. Your teeth are going to be hurting, your ligaments. Man, this is not the most pleasant process. It hurts. But by biting down on that, you're not going to cause really any more problems. I have noticed also that this one here, this gum tissue is starting to actually grow up back around the root on the medial incisor. That's amazing because that had recession on it. Recession's healing. I suspect this recession on this tooth here is also going to go away some. I think the gum tissue will start to grow back over some of that root. And if not, I'm getting gum surgery anyway. I'm getting a graft there when I'm done with this shit. So it's going to be fine. Tray 5. It's got something interesting. You can see it here. Look under. Yeah. Huh? I don't know how well you can see that. But in case you can't see that very well, I've got tray 6, which has the same phenomenon on it. There are some knobs on the back. Look here. On the back side of the teeth, right there on tray 6, also on my current tray 5, we've got some ridges on the back of these teeth. Now, I just noticed that that's strange because, this is, this is 6. It's weird because you see that there's a ridge there on that tooth, on that long tooth, but then on the next attachment. Oh, yeah. Sorry, there it is. I'm fucking seeing things. Yeah, there's a knob on the back of that. There's a knob on both of those. Yeah, there's one on that long tooth. That long medial incisor's got that little, it almost looks like that's where a rubber band or attachment would go. Right there, you can see it on the back side, not on the front side, on the back side of both of those teeth there, both those incisors. Okay. Have the same thing on this current tray, knobs on the back, ridges on the back, but I have no attachments on the back side of the teeth. So I sent a message to my provider asking what the heck's going on here. Are we missing attachments? Are those going to be added later? Are we just doing 85% movement? Because they told me if you don't have the attachments on, you're still getting 85% of the movement of the teeth. I don't know if that's kind of the plan here. I need to get more info. I've contacted a provider. We'll keep you posted. This video has turned out to be a lot longer than I wanted it to be. I guess I had a lot to say. The last thing I wanted to mention is, don't panic, don't freak out. I've been in the support group, Facebook, over 35,000 people, and people are talking about, well, what if I have blood? Yes, it's normal. I've had blood since day one. Your gums, your teeth are shifting. Your gums don't like it. Trust the process. Don't quit. Don't get all freaked out because you got a little blood. This is normal. I've had that too. And hell, I've got pretty bad gum disease, gum recession. So if you're having a little blood, imagine how much I've had in some of these areas. And I keep going. My provider's okay. So we're good. We're pushing forward. Don't worry. Don't overthink things. Contact your provider if you're concerned, but trust the process. You're going to have straight, pretty, purty teeth coming soon. Okay? Keep on going. Hang in there. I know it's a journey. It is a journey. That's why they call it Invisalign Journey. So here we are on tray 5. Good to be here with you. Keep on going. Heal that shame. This is all part of self-love. Some of us, have been putting off fixing our teeth because of upbringing we had that was bad, dysfunctional families, lack of self-love, self-hate, and now we're pushing forward, and you deserve to have a nice-looking smile like I do as well. We all do. Trust the process. Conquer these things. Keep the trays as keepsake, as victory, treasures, right? Things we hang on to and keepsakes. Keep on going. Oh, by the way, one last thing. These little things back here, where there may be an attachment supposed to be, I use it I can chomp with the chewy and try to seat that aligner better where that halo is, and maybe that halo will actually disappear. Yeah, so I use that little ridge to get a little more grip and try to push these aligners back on. So do whatever you got to do. Use the chewies, seat those aligners on. Don't freak out. Trust the process. And until next time, all the best. See you soon. Bye.